Empaths, chosen ones, it's time to quit your 9 to 5. We are now entering the golden age. The golden age. The golden age cannot be acquired without the chosen. And the empaths walk in their path, walk in their purpose. Now, I'm not saying for you to leave your 9 to 5 tomorrow. Obviously, you have bills to pay. We work or live in a matrix, in a world, in a society where you have to pay for the stuff. You need money. It is part of what is necessary in order to thrive. It's my little notes right here. Now, part of the great golden age is taking whatever the system used to be from the narcissistic energy into the empathic energy, where people don't just think about themselves, but they think about the whole. But at the same token, when you think of the whole, you must put yourself first. As you put yourself first, walk in your purpose, not doing a 9 to 5 just because that's what everybody else is telling you to do. When you walk in a purpose, the frequency rises, the vibration rises. There's going to be one empath, there's going to be one chosen one, it might be 2 or 3 that is in a community, that is in a family unit, that is there to help ascend the rest. You don't follow the herd, you lead the herd. And that is what you must do as a chosen one, as an empath. The 9 to 5 scene is just not going to give you what you need. And especially when we're going into an age, we're in the age of Aquarius. America just went through a great awakening with this election. Whether you like our current president or not, he is here because he's part of the chosen one path. He is part of it. You have to see it. Day one, what do we have? Talks of peace. It's not even an election. He's not even in office yet, and he's always talking about peace, okay? Peace is what's going to be the future. No more endless wars, no more bloodbath and blood sports for one particular unit to reap all of the rewards, to reap all the benefits, to reap all of the money. That does not help society. And you as an empath, you got to walk your path. You got to be part of the great awakening, which means to move out of the 9 to 5 regime. The 9 to 5 is taking you away from your purpose. Now, how are you going to make plans to move into your purpose and not just stay in the 9 to 5 realm? Easy. Don't you just love fall? I love fall. I love the season of transition. It's in between from one state to another state, which is what is going to be happening with you guys as you transition from your 9 to 5 to start walking your purposes. Some of you are leaders. Some of you are supposed to move a unit. Some of you are supposed to be speakers. Some of you are supposed to write books about your life. Yes, your life that you've been saying is such a hell, that it's such a, if you've been through so much, that is a story and it needs to be told. That is part of this new awakening regime. What is happening now is what I like to call the great wealth transfer. And I'm doing personal series on wealth transfer and East Little industry and how it's being taken from the dark ages, the dark hands, the narcissistic hands, because that seems to be the word that everyone uses to basically define what this energy is. Darkness to the light. Okay? This is an age, this is a world where we live in where there is duality. Duality, the light, the dark. They say one can't exist without the other. But what the truth of it is truth and lies. Do you live in a matrix filled with truth, or do you live in a matrix filled with lies? Okay? Do you live in a society, in a world within your polarity where you justify everything that's happening, even though it's a world of lies, as its truth? For instance, are you in a marriage where you are pretty sure your person is not faithful to you? You know they're not. You may see certain behaviors, text messages, not being where they're supposed to be a certain time, and you just know. But you continue to live in this lie, like you have the perfect marriage, like you have the perfect relationship, when you know it is filled with lies. It's not truth. And you need to walk in your truth. That's the only way we can move into the golden age and move into the light. It's basically, you want to call it good and evil, but it's truth and lies. You all have a friend that's always making up big, elaborate stories about what's going on in their life. There's a difference between manifesting and saying, yes, I'm rich and I'm famous, I'm rich and I'm powerful, and saying that over and over to yourself in order to manifest it, and then just living in a whole lie where nothing is ever truth. And that is the energy we're going away from. If you see in the industry and the media, they control our reality with lies. They control our reality by telling us what to do, what to think, what to eat, what to put in our bodies, um, and etc. You cannot be in the lies without truth smacking you in your ass, basically. And if you're living in a made up story where you're telling everybody things are this way in your life when it's really fucking not, it's going to come to the surface because we are living in the age of truth. It's the age of truth. We are living in the age of truth. And in the age of truth, lies cannot thrive. And part of the lies that you're telling yourself is that you can continue in this job, continue in this 9 to 5, continue in not walking in your purpose. And that is what is going to be triggering this great awakening. So, empaths, it is time for you to walk your path, walk your path, walk your path, find your purpose. Start writing down on a list what your dream job would be if it could help humanity in some way, because that is the future. Next year in numerology is a universal year 9. 9 is about endings, conclusions, compassion, goodwill towards man, humanitarian energy. If you're not here to help the whole, then you're here to only help yourself. And yes, like I said, you must walk your path first. You must help yourself first in order to help others, because you can't put other people's gas mask on before you save your own self. But you cannot just have a selfish walking path continuing on and on and on and on and on without helping society. That is the old dark lion age. And they did anything and everything to keep that kind of regime going. And it's not working. The people don't want it. The people want truth. The people want empaths. The people want chosen ones to walk your path. So it's time for you guys to walk your path. Write down what it is that you can contribute to society, how you can show up, what do you really want to do with your life, and start making a plan to do that. When you write things down, put them on a pad, put them on a notepad, you will see how they start to line up with you out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, all of a sudden, these things start lining up. People start showing up. Opportunities start to happen. And that's because you chose your path, you chose yourself, and now what everybody else told you is your path and is yourself, okay? So get out of the 9 to 5 hamster wheel and start walking your purpose wheel. Walk with alignment, walk with truth, and move into where you're supposed to be. The great transfer of wealth is happening. It's going to be sucked out of that dark age regime and put into the light. Because what happens when more empaths and chosen ones are rich and have money? They share it with other people. They make communities that helps other people. They help the homeless. They help people that are being in trauma. They help, they help, they help. What does the other side do? The lies? Oh, they use the money to tell more lies to keep you in the same hamster wheel circle that you never know your true purpose. So this is me telling you it's time to walk your purpose. Now, if you want help with that, I invite you to join my online membership. Okay, my online academy to help you. It's called the Spiritual Butterfly VIP Elite. It's going to help you to find your purpose, walk your path, and also I am introducing practical steps of how to actually get this transfer of wealth. We're going to talk about how to make business plans. We're going to talk about how to make your own online courses and stuff, and how to find your own tribe and build towards that community in a practical, logical way, but still using law of attraction and spirituality to blend it all together, okay? Because you cannot just lulu la la land all the time without actually some practical groundwork into what you want. So if you have a vision, an idea for yourself, and you need an investor to invest in it, in my group, I teach you how to actually do that, to find the investors, to make a business plan, to make a pitch, to also learn how to bring, what you need to do and be into society, how to make your vision a reality. And that's going to be linked below if you're interested in joining my community and to help really usher in the new golden ages of the chosen and the empaths. Then that's what you're going to do. So click below. Join me in the great awakening. So this is Stacy. Thank you for joining me. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification that's right there next to the subscribe button. Just hit the bell so whenever I new videos, you can get it uploaded. Because if you're here for this long already, you're part of the community. Might as well join it. All right. Sending love and light. Ciao.